Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel. With this great gospel and this order out of chaos is being set before our eyes. It's being set right before our eyes. These devils, they have an agenda, right? They have a plan, right? They have Agenda 2026, Agenda 2030, Agenda 2045, right? They got all these plans when they go to these meetings, these summits, when they come together, right? It says the devil can't sleep. Matter of fact, let's get that. This is the book of Micah 2 and 1. It reads, Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. I'm going to read it again. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Yeah, it is in the power of their hands right now to set up this New World Order agenda. It is in the power of their hands right now to set up this World War III conflict that's coming. It is in their power of their hands right now to bring in a famine and to bring in these pestilence, right? These different stages of the destruction of this people, of this society, because they're setting up a New World Order, right? This man has his, Georgia Guidestones that they had to pop up in the 1980s, right? You got the Georgia Guidestones where it speaks about bringing population down to 500 million. 500 million. We're down there at 8 billion people. So what they got to do? They got to do a lot of killing. A lot of people got to be put to death. That's what we're looking at, man. Mass death. Yeah, for you to want to bring down 8 billion people to 500 million, you talking about getting rid of damn near 90% of the population, right? You talking about getting rid of a mass number of the population, and how they're doing these things like we speak. They're doing these things, man, through what? Through your fucking food, right? You're getting food that can't break down in your system. You're getting food that your body can't digest, that just sit there and cause diseases and cancers in your body. Motherfuckers dying at a young age, right? Obesity is hitting kids, right? These is all things set up to population control. What else they got? Esau got his Okey Pocus. He got his Okey Pocus, right? And his injectables, right? That's tearing up this society. Motherfuckers' hearts just giving up on them, right? People just walking and dropping dead. People are not doing well. What can we say in 2023? In 2023, it looked like everything is going according to their plan. It looked like everything is going to their plan. And what's the next thing they about to do, man? They about to set up all hell for break loose. That's why they gutting out all these so-called stores, right? All these businesses. What you got going on right now? I'm reading the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 4, and it reads, And the doors shall be shut in the streets. What doors? The doors that lead to your job, right? Doors that lead to your kids' schools. Doors that lead to the courthouses, that leads to the grocery stores, that leads to the businesses, right? It's gonna be a time where ain't gonna be too much movement. A lot of people you ain't gonna have nowhere to go. You ain't gonna have no gas in your car to go nowhere, right? And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, right? Mass layoffs, right? Mass unemployment, mass poverty. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. We're really down to one type of music, that bullshit hip hop. At one time, we had all type of genre of music, all type of different sounds. Now you down to just one fucking simple, stupid, retarded sound. That bullshit hip hop, right? So we know everything is going just according to plan. And it's not Esau's plan, it's the Lord's plan. How about Shimmy Shai? Right? This devil thing that everything's about to go in for his benefit. No, man, you setting shit up for the kingdom too. Right? And the Lord got you purging these wicked spirits off this earth right now, man. These people, man, they can't find no work. They can't find no food. They can't find no money. They can't find a woman. A woman can't find a man. What they find in death, destruction, poverty. Right? Let's read some of these right quick. What's going on? What's going on in the world today? It says Microsoft is laying 10,000 employees, right? 10,000 employees, man, Gotta go. Gotta go. And this is Microsoft. You just had the other Edomite. He had to lay off some people, right? Twitter, um, all that bullshit, tech, computer tech shit, right? The tech world, the world where they people do nothing. Yeah, all this tech world can't clean the water, right? Can't clean the air. Damn sure it can't give you no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that can feed you. What can it give you, man? It give you robotics taking over your businesses, your jobs, right? A lot of these stupid motherfuckers, they was creating programs that was gonna take over their positions. They didn't even know it. But it's too late now. It says Microsoft is laying off 10,000 employees. They gotta go. Microsoft said it's letting go of 10,000 employees as the software maker braces for slower revenue growth. Yeah, of course, it's slowing down. The maker of Windows and Office is also taking a 1.2 billion charge tied to lease consolidation and other activities. In October, Microsoft called for the slowest quarterly growth since 2016. Yeah, ain't nobody give a fuck about no computer, man. Them days is over. Them days of the white boy just sitting in the office doing nothing is over. Right? It says Microsoft said Wednesday it's letting go of 10,000 devil motherfucking crackers. One thing, them companies, they love to employ them sodomite spirited crackers with them gay voices, right? Yeah, it says through March 31st as the software maker braces for the slower revenue growth, the company is taking a 1.2 billion charge in the fiscal second quarter that will result in a negative impact of the 12 cent to earnings per share. Alphabet, Amazon, and Salesforce are among the technology companies that have lowered headcount. Whoa, let's read it. Alphabet, Amazon, Salesforce are among the technological companies that have lowered their headcount. They have laid people off in recent weeks. The contraction comes after demand for cloud computing and collaboration services picked up as enterprises, government agencies, and schools encourage what? Remote work to reduce COVID exposure. Right? They'll give you any excuse for why they are shutting down all these different fucking businesses, right? J.C. Penney's is closing even more locations starting next month. The retailer said that the liquidation process will begin in February. And look at these places. Look at these buildings. Look like ain't no windows, right? All you got is that door to come in and that door to go out. They about to turn these motherfuckers into prisons, right? It says while J.C. Penney has in many years, Salaki has in many ways withstood the test of time, it's not immune from the challenges that have. First off, ain't no Edomite company, ain't the things we're dealing with in this society, it shouldn't fit to be a thing of the past. Matter of fact, verses. Read the book of Isaiah 65 and 17. It reads, for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. That's why these things are vanishing. Because this is the former. We're living in this former society right now. We're looking forward to the kingdom of heaven, wherein dwelleth righteousness, where you got a profitable ruler over earth. Not the wicked, right? Not the Edomites, right? It says, for behold, I create a new heaven. This is Isaiah 65 and 17. I create a new heaven. Behold, I create a new heaven. So what this means, this place right here we're dealing with has to go. Has to go to businesses, the sports, the entertainment. That's why it says these stores gonna be shut in the streets, even your stadiums, right? Your arenas, your soccer fields, your baseball fields, all these places. Nigga, man, nah, ain't nobody coming in nowhere. You gonna get a bullet in your ass trying to trespass, trying to go into another city, right? For behold, I have created new heavens and new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind. Yeah, this place is passing away. It's vanishing. It's disappearing. That's why they talking about, man. Yeah, these businesses are can't last. Like they're not gonna last, right? It says while J.C. Penney's has in many years withstood the test of time, at the test of time, the that's guess what? Now it's a time, like the Bible said, it's a time for everything under the sun. It's not immune from the challenges that have failed other department stores. The 121-year-old. So this was set up when Esau was at his shit. When Esau was still putting a foot in Jake's ass violently, right? So the 121 old retailer has faced ongoing issues in recent years, even filing for bankruptcy and closing 200 stores after the COVID-19 pandemic hit in 2020. As with Bed and Bath, right? Bed and Bath and Beyond, right? And Macy's, right? And all these different businesses that are disappearing and will not come back. They will not come back, right? What are they being turned into? And being turned into what? Containment centers, right? That's where they're gonna put a lot of you people when all fucking hell breaks loose, when there's no jobs and people start getting violent, right? These watchtowers, right? It says guard towers built onto malls. 154 Walmarts gutted by FEMA. Observation towers placed at busy shopping centers. Right? That's what you got going on right now. This man is setting some up. And this ain't nothing new under the sun. Like the scripture says, it says, at 92, a Japanese American will reflect on the lessons of internment camps. All right? You remember? Hiroshima, Nagasaki? Right? You remember Pearl Harbor? Right? Esau had to lock down a bunch of so-called Japanese Ammonites. Had to put their hands on Ammon. They was grabbing the Chinese also. They was grabbing any motherfucker who had that so-called look of a Asian descent, of a Japanese descent. You could have been a Thailand nigga. You could have been a Filipino motherfucker. Your ass was going into one of these containment centers, right? And guess what? It wasn't nice. They weren't nice to you. And you damn sure know they ain't gonna be no nice to you blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. Yeah, so this is a history of these when they did the same thing to Ammon. But yeah, fuck Ammon. We gonna get more into this Bible. So we got drones, right? We got watchtowers. We got military movement of equipment all throughout America. We got stores being gutted out to what? To hold you American people. American people. When American people find out that they're waking up from a fucked up dream, that dream became a nightmare, guess what? They're gonna flip. They're gonna lose their mind. So what, the devil already prepped something for your dumb asses. It's called holding sentence. It's 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a wrong line, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And he has his eyes set on the American people. American people, the spoiled people of the world, the high-minded, prideful people of the world. Reality about to hit your ass very soon when the doors are shut in the streets. Or when you're unable to supply yourselves with things, when you're unable to feed family, when you're unable to work, right? That's when reality sets in, and that's when Esau comes in, right? Esau coming in like a flood, like the Bible says. I'm gonna read this Jeremiah 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such are for death. A lot of you gonna die, and such are for the sword. Right? I'm gonna read that again. Such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine. So you're gonna starve to death. And such as are for captivity to captivity. Your ass going into a holding center. You going into prison. And Lord, if it's the Lord's plan, you might just eat a missile while you're in that prison, right? It's only gonna get worse.